we're talking about myths of forgiveness and forgiving. One myth is, if I forgive, I'll no longer be angry about what happened. And I would say mostly that's true. When you do forgive from the heart, that you diffuse a whole bunch of the feelings that are bottled up inside of you, get those out, and they no longer have control over you. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it always goes away, because some real heinous wrong might be committed against you, and the mandate from Jesus is 7 times 70. It's like, forgive completely. Another one is, I should only forgive if the person deserves it. Okay, so how about you? Do you deserve getting forgiven by God? That I think is easy. It's, you don't deserve to be forgiven by God. That God forgives you because of the work that He did in Christ. So you forgive not because the person deserves it, but because that's who God is. That's what God requires of you. That's just reality. If I I can only forgive if they ask for it. That's another myth. That you may be waiting around forever if you're waiting for this one to actually occur. It's a myth, because that's just not how it works. Now, if somebody does come and ask you to forgive them, then I think that's a good thing. That's a really good step in the right direction. But the reality is that if you only forgive if people ask for it, then it means you're going to be bottled up, because a lot of people are just never going to ask for it. The reality is that Jesus says, if you stand praying and remember that someone has something against you, forgive them and the Lord will forgive you. He says in the Lord's Prayer, forgive me my debts as I have forgiven my debtors. That if you forgive, then the Lord will forgive you. If you don't forgive, the Lord won't forgive you. It's without qualifier there. That it's really important, I think, for you and I to get that if we want to marinate, if we want to be in the fullness of God's forgiveness for us, we must forgive. That's on us. It doesn't change necessarily the person or the situation. It changes us.